morning, YouTube family. My name is Alicia English and welcome back to our channel. Today it's bright and sunny, thank goodness, because we have a full day of things we want to work on the camper today.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Our first order of business today is to get some heat running in the camper, which means we need to fill the propane tanks that we have underneath the cover here. So we have 2 propane tanks. And we want to make sure that we can get these filled so we can make sure everything with the propane is working properly inside, but also to warm up a little bit because it's so cold inside the camper when we're working out here for several hours on end. And so we're going to fill these up, make sure everything works. And also we want to get these off of here because we actually had someone take our battery off of the front of the camper the other night. Someone decided to help themselves to our battery. And so we want to be able to put these aside in the evening so that no one steals our propane. So apparently someone needed a battery more than we did. So we are going to get these filled up and get some heat going before we get started. We're going to replace the floor today. So I'm really excited because that means I can start finishing the cabinetry. No more freezing for me. Let's get this place warmed up. Our luck, on Sundays, the place where we can go and fill propane tanks is closed. And so because I don't want to freeze all day, I went and picked up a small space heater that I'd be able to plug in the camper. So we've hooked up the house to the camper so that we can run some electricity and warm up our fingers a little bit. We're going to crank it till we get too warm and then we're going to turn it down. I'm going to go finish the fridge.
Oh yeah, what about the spray paint?
Okay, so.
Do you want to show us?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in my fridge, so I need to make a little adjustment. So yesterday I prepped the handle for the fridge and I wanted to get 2 coats on so I could let it dry overnight. So before we went in last night, we wheeled the fridge into the garage to get warm and dry overnight. It's all dry now today. Doesn't look too bad, but when I look at it in the light now, this is a really yellow gold, which is not what I was going for. It almost looks like, I don't know, what I call like Ferris wheel gold. And it's like really metallic all down the sides and it's really a yellow color, which is not what I was going for. And so the color that I was using was called gilded brass. And it looked on the cap like it was gonna look how I wanted, but it's not in real life how I wanted it. So I just picked up a different color of gold spray paint. I'll use this other one for something else. And this one's called antique brass. So I'm hoping it's a little bit more of like a brown gold, just a typical gold and not yellow like this because this is just really tacky to me. So I really need to adjust this. So I'm going to put on a coat of this, let it dry for a little while I help fill it with the floor because we're determined to get the flooring in today. And then I'll be able to come back and finish the rest of my fridge. The white, only 1 coat, dried really nicely. This is just 1 coat coverage, so pretty happy with that so far. I'm definitely gonna get more coats on it today and then finish this all up. So you should see an update on the full finished fridge by the end of today. Fingers crossed. Jaden says I have to dance when I shake it.
He is right.
It's an 8-year-old thing. All right. I hope this is less yellow.
Me too.
It might take a coat or 2.
I mean, I could live with the other yellow, but I can totally see, like, it would stand out.
It's not my final vision.
Yeah.
So although it's probably totally fine, but in my head, I know what my final look of everything is going to look all together. And I want the hardware that's going to go in the camper to be the same as some other accents of gold that I'm putting in the camper.
Yeah.
And I cannot make all of those knobs look this yellowy color. It's not going to go with my boho look at the end. So.
Right.
We're gonna go antique brass instead. Already better.
Yay.
It's a lot less drippy. When I did the one yesterday, I was concerned because I barely put any on and it was already starting to drip. So this is coming out a lot thicker.
It looks.
So maybe something wasn't quite right with that other can.
Right? Yeah.
Back and do another coat. So much better.
I love it. Good job, babe.
What are you doing?
You drew a line. You straight edged me a line in green. And I'm colorblind. and I can't see it at all.
I used the wrong choice of pencil crayon.
Are you kidding me right now? Wow.
Philip just asked me to create a straight edge so that we can start putting in some of this plywood. And so I ran in the house and couldn't find a pencil and grabbed a green pencil crayon off of the table where the kids are doing some schoolwork. And I forgot. He's colorblind green, so I drew a line and he can't see it on the floor.
Not at all.
Never a dull moment at the English house.
Oh my goodness. This isn't what holds the floor down. This is what held that hardwood down. But I'm not worried because we're gonna use laminate flooring too afterwards, right?
Yeah, the click floor.
Yeah.
We're looking for the perfect click floor that is lightweight that we can put in that isn't, you know, $2 to $7 a square foot. Although we don't have that much square footage, we really would like to use some upcycled stuff, maybe from Habitat for Humanity or something that gets donated. But with the way things are right now, it just looks like we're gonna have to buy new, just so we're not out and about doing too many things here. So I think I will be going to order some flooring at McNaughton's Home Hardware probably tomorrow. Taking a look at what they have, but the original floor that was in here was held in with all of these very jagged, bladed, staple-like nails, and so they're all over this hardware that we are, or the flooring that we are keeping. And so we need to get all that out so that when we do put our flooring in, it can lay nice and flat over top. So right now we're gonna get all this cleaned up and start putting in a few more joists over where Philip's standing and about to fall through right now. You're very brave to stand on there.
There's a support here.
And then we can start putting the plywood back on. Trying to put another support beam underneath where the corner of this couch is, since the wood that was there was pretty soft. So it's making a better access point to be able to put a piece there. I can stand on this end while you screw it in so that it sits flush with that one, and then we'll do the other side.
Yep.
You know what we're gonna get tonight?
What?
We're gonna order a tripod online so I don't have to hold this and I can actually help you.
Actually, I read a lot of comments saying, invest in a tripod already.
Oh, we went to go look for one last week, but we're trying to stay home, so we're just gonna try to order one online today. Yay! So much for not getting any on the front door of the fridge. That's okay. When I paint the front, you won't see that anyways, so I just happen to have painted the tape right to the fridge, it looks like.
Jeez.
But I'm glad it's the right color now, because I think that's gonna look a lot better.
Yeah, won't be so stand out.
Yeah.
We don't want to stand out.
It's not gonna blend with the rest of the camper if I left it too yellow, so I'm happy with it now. That was the final color choice. No more changing my mind.
No.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay, so we need some screws in there, prop that end up, screw this in here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Perfect. So now we have this all attached to underneath here, so we have this extra support, so this is no longer moving. And we've leveled it up here, and then we reinforced this area here. So this is a much stronger area now. And now we also have somewhere to be able to drill down our plywood onto this firmer beam, rather than some of the softer stuff that was here. So we're still removing some of this old stuff, but once we get all this out, the new stuff will be way better.
I think just a couple more supports and then
Here?
plywood in.
All right.
Or insulation.
Insulation, clean
Yeah.
up, plywood in.
Yeah, perfect. We're rocking.
I'm floating while I work. There's just nowhere to. perfectly level. Left-handed drilling.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. I just want some strength in my left. Oh, that pulled that in nice and tight. Yay. Oh, she's sturdy now.
Good.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, let's do a couple over here. Get that ready, and then clean her up. Toss me the hammer.
Sure.
Just want to make sure this is
Hammer cam.
hammer.
Gosh.
You're cut off.
Super exciting. We're just doing our last little tidy up before we get the floor insulation in, and then we
One
just,
of the few times you'll see me vacuuming.
this is true. And then we can start putting down the subfloor.
I'm removing the tape from my hardware from the handles here, and then I'm going to be painting the outside of the fridge, getting that all coated up. But I won't be able to put any tape on the handle to the front quite yet. I'm gonna let it dry for a little while longer. But I'm going to remove the tape and see kind of how it looks. I know I have a lot of overspray, but when I paint the fridge, I won't see that. It'll be all white. Much better than the yellow, I think.
I think it looks amazing.
Look at this. Looks like I'm trying to go for a pattern here.
Do you want to go all gold fridge?
No way, not all gold, just white and gold, but looks good so far. I'm gonna do another coat on the outside before I get to the front here. Rather than rinsing out my roller last night, I put it in a baggie into the fridge, and then it was still good to go this morning. So I didn't have to clean it or get it too wet and have to wait for it today, so. We had a couple comments about how I don't have to worry about painting the sides because it's gonna be tucked in, but the perfectionist in me tells me I'm gonna know that that's not painted, so I have to do it.
Plus, they don't know how I drive.
We might see the fridge again, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Now, when I applied this yesterday, I did see that it looked really bubbly when I was putting it on, but it actually dried flat, so I'm not worrying about it today. We're just getting the plywood ready, and we're just about to put the insulation on. We have this all cleaned up, and now it's time to put the floor back in. I'm putting in all the insulation into the flooring, and then once it's done, we can put the plywood down.
And I'm sure I'll be sharpening my knife later.
Styrofoam confetti. Okay.
It is a celebration when the floor goes in.
It is.
Alicia got all the insulation in. It's looking really good. We're ready for the subfloor.
To put the plywood floor in, I've created a little diagram on where I need the measurements and the indents to go for our first puzzle piece that's gonna go into the floor. And so I'm just doing the first piece, and then I'm going to cut it, and then I'll measure my next piece. So what I wanna do is just make sure that I'm centered into some of the joists that are already there so that I can overlap. And so 28.5, just gonna go down 4 inches.
It's calling me, like the rainbow. It's calling me, like the rainbow, the rainbow.
Put pressure on the back with your other hand on the top. There you go.
Like mommy does, because my hands aren't as strong
Perfect.
as daddy's.
Chase putting one of the last screws in of the evening.
You want more screws? Yeah, I like the balance on the top like that too. Oh,
Try and keep your drill super level.
there you go. Good job.
And you're drilling, do you know what you're drilling right now, what we're putting in? Yeah, subfloor. Because then we're going to put flooring over top. Day, how do you like your dance floor?
Yep.
You got to show it, bust a move, buddy.
You gonna bust a move?
You got to move over by Chase. Move behind Chase.
Chase will bust a move.
You're going on an angle.
Oh, try to go. There you go. Push it. Keep going. There you go.
That's not your fault.
No, that's because mommy struck a bit by accident.
We got this. One day.
Still need another coat or two, maybe on the fridge. It's still drying, and my hardware is a way better gold now, although it looks super dark right now because the sun's gone down. It's about 7 p.m. We've been working all day. We finally got the floor in, which looks so much better. And fridge is work in progress. All right, another long day working on the camper. We are so excited that we have our flooring done. Yay! Now we can dance in the camper all we want. The kids think it's great. My fridge is a work in progress, so it's still drying. I still need a little bit of, I think maybe even 2 more coats, I'm not sure. And then need to do some just with the brush all inside the doors and stuff. So that's a bit of a progress. Yeah, a little bit of a project, further than I thought I was going to be on it by now, but we're running out of daylight. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go get this video up for you guys. I wanted to mention, if you guys know my friend Megan, she has a YouTube channel called Glue Guns and Roses. I'm going to leave her information down below for you. Please go check her out. She's amazing. You know, you just meet friends in the most bizarre places, and I met a really wonderful friend on YouTube. So please go show some support. Go check out Megan. Her information's down here. Love that girl. She inspires me all the time for lots of my projects. I think you'll really like her channel. We appreciate everyone's support. Thank you so much for watching episode 7. We have lots more coming. Tomorrow is another full day working on the camper.
Full day.
Full day.
Love you
guys.
YouTube family. Oh my gosh.
We didn't practice that. We love you guys. We'll see you on tomorrow's video.
Bye.